Do you guys remember what happened last time? D&D?
You
Hold
know, we
on.
actually
Been a while.
Hold on. Hold on. Um.
were in the Coliseum.
Yep. I tried to make an imp sway their
Oh yeah,
favor to help us win.
Yeah.
We went to the actual arena the following morning, got some boons by
yeah. We
handing
like
over
fed
some
him
shit.
real people food.
Did you
And
write down his name? I think I didn't click save.
Siggy.
Ziggy, that's right. Looking for that.
Uh,
Not Ziggy. Ziggy.
as a note, TX seems to be fucking trying to undermine everything in some sort of fashion. Don't know what
Definitely
he's
being a
about.
weirdo.
Yep.
Ostensibly an ally. You don't know. Maybe he is, maybe he isn't.
Have we long rest
He's
since?
just in it.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Okay.
we should be fully rested at this point.
Yeah, we stayed at the inn. Fuck, I didn't think about it. I should have gave that fucking imp a fucking good berry. God damn.
So macro-wise, you guys are in Diz, the great city. Whereas Avernus is this wild medieval battlefield of pockets of people in planes doing classic battles with spears and charges and warfare. Diz is this huge, living, breathing city, choking out pollution, filling the air with foul horrors as this endlessly expanding city of burning iron goes off in all directions. And you see the people just endlessly toiling as they mine more hellish metal to expand the city even more. You spent some time in the city, seeing its horrors. It's kind of like a hive city in 40K. People jam packed on top of each other. Everyone's miserable. Crime is rampant. You guys got extorted for money. You kind of flip that on its head. Just a lot of ne'er do wells and bad customers. Um, you made your way to the edges of the city where there's these floating platforms in a concentric circle around the city, uh, precipice. And now on these platforms are this open market. It's called the Agora, and it's this unbelievably huge bazaar of all things you could ever imagine, from flesh to gold, murderers to victims, anything your imagination can cook up. Some devil will happily sell it to you, or at least lie to you about it. With your ultimate goal being to meet the CEO here, the person that controls it, Dispotter, you were looking for fame and fortune. You got distracted a few times. There's lots of things to do, things to see. There's vendors, magical items that are unique to this area. There's distractions and cool things like that. But one of the first things you ran across for putting some fame to your name was the arena. Indeed, not too uh, weird or anything. It's an arena. People fight and do other tests of skill here to the roar of a cheering crowd. It looks a bit like the Roman Colosseum, except much larger and much darker. The red hot iron is a huge cylindrical arena with endless seats going up the walls of demons and or devils cheering happily, ready for the slaughter. You guys are within. I think you signed up to fight. Now what do you do?
I think we were gonna watch a match first, right?
Correct.
Yeah.
There are ongoing matches. You just got here, so there's a few ongoing. You guys want to chill and watch a match?
Yeah.
I think it was in the party's best interest to see how brutal it really was.
There are bets if you wanted to bet.
I did. I did. I did. I did. I did. I did. Thank you, Garrett, for reminding me. I'm going to go over to where the soul coins are.
Well, the people betting with gold and jewels are a bit more commoner affairs. You see a thrashing mob of people sticking up hands and money as devils grab and count and write their names down in this sort of ebbing tide of craziness. But the soul coin area is a lot more refined. A very large, very strong looking devil in a suit sits at a table. He's got two guards on either side, and there's a handful of people making calculations and writing down things in their notebooks and looking across the wide open steel window that overlooks the huge arena. And they seem to be, ready to place their bets.
All right.
It's all on you.
What groups do we have to bet on? Because we haven't entered ourselves in yet.
I thought you did.
Oh, are we gonna bet on ourselves?
I mean, yeah, I was, but we haven't.
I thought we did, but I don't know that.
Let's. I want to. How about I observe their process of betting before I do anything?
A couple of well-to-do devils, a beautiful succubus, tall and lithe, seems to be shopkeeper with thick spectacles. A few other people here and there make their bets as the arena roars into life as the fight is beginning to get started. The first fight is a Hellfire engine versus a Goristro. The Hellfire engine being a constructed warforge implement of death, crafted in the nine hells, and the Goristro being a bestial bull minotaur-like devil, famous for its unstoppable charge and raw strength.
You telling me that there's like a hellish assassin droid fighting right now?
No, it's a huge,
Oh.
hulking, train engine-looking thing.
Think the Skull of Thrones, James, or Throne of Skulls. Excuse me.
What is that?
It's this
This up.
huge tank thing from 40K.
Is it? Oh yeah.
Ah, shit. That's not what it's called.
Oh yeah, okay. Lord of Skulls.
Lord of Skulls. That's it.
All right. What? How are the odds set?
Right now, he has the Hellfire engine as the favorite at a 3-1.
At a 3-1. Are there any previous fight records for each?
Good question.
You could probably ask the crowd. I
Like
don't know.
their ratio?
I'm assuming you're talking to the devil that's collecting
Yes. Yes.
stuff. Yeah.
Yes.
He checks his notes. See him roll a dice behind his paper. He says, no. This is a newly constructed Hellfire engine, though they're all about the same. And the Gristro fight to the death, even if we tell them not to.
All right. What about any of the upcoming matches? Like
He
the one
flips
after this.
papers on his clipboard. Says next is a Nalfijni in the Bolzanea. The Nalfijni being a boar-headed magical creature, strange and esoteric, and the Blazia being a skeletal fiend, an undead, a pestilence maker. And he flips the paper and he's like, next we have a party of newcomers. And he looks up at you. Says, I think you four.
What's the name on there, if you don't mind?
What did you guys tell him? Godspear, I assume?
Godsphere, probably. Unless y'all don't want to. I don't know. For whatever reason that someone can think of, is there a reason
I
to
would
not?
say probably not, given the
Okay.
fact that we don't know who has allegiance with the White Knights.
They are demons, right?
Devils.
Yeah.
Because I mean, we had that interaction with
Same
that
place
that
they
group
come
that
from,
was
you know.
fighting and everything on the river.
Yeah, it was 4 newcomers. They didn't give a name. You 4 are fighting the brothers, those Horn Devil brothers, the twins.
Do you have any odds on that fight?
No odds on a newbie fight.
No odds on the newbie fight. All right. What is? Hmm. Does it work in any fashion if you bet against someone losing?
We take all bets here. I'll cook you up some odds if you have something special. Maybe a decapitation or a flaying of skin. We can make it work.
Hmm. Hmm. I'll come back to you on that one. Thank you, though. Thank you.
As you talk, the roar of the crowd is like a cacophonous horn, uh, endless and reverberating as this huge amount of devils in this massive coliseum start screaming. And from below at the window, you can see this hulking iron mass horror. It's like a big block. It's not uh, designed for efficiency or looks. It's just a maddening mix of metals and fires and internal forges as this hot iron creature thing rolls out like a tank. It doesn't have wheels, but it's just this ugly block of iron that's barely alive. It has a big face in the center, and from his face, it has its fanged claws, and within it, you see one of his forges bellowing fire.
Garrett's like, I can't wait to roast you guys with this fire.
Not your fault. Not your fight this time, at least. Anything you guys want to do?
I'm probably not gonna
Kick it
bet.
up?
I'm just taking it all in.
Yeah, I'm not gonna bet.
I'm trying to think of how I want to bet.
It's kind of a true bet for you because you don't know how it's gonna go.
Yeah, well, I have
I
an
do like gambling.
idea. I'm not sure of how it's gonna
You
go
go with the
down.
machine for sure, but hey, I'm not putting any skin in this game.
I'll be right back.
While they're conversating,
Yes.
is like there anyone like explaining rules or anything like that?
Not really.
I think it's just your regular death fight.
This seems to be some regulars here. They're not really. You see fancy hats and nice suits and money being exchanged. These seem like regulars over here.
Looking at the ring, is there like any like circle or anything drawn in the sand?
Yeah, there's all sorts of stuff. There's buried weapons. It seems to be like a sandy top layer, and there's all sorts of buried weapons and skulls and bodies and all manner of things. And there's huge chains with hooks attached to walls that seem to recede back into the wall. There's these huge scorpions, I think they're called, like in Age of Empires, the man-facing ballista. These massive archery things, huge anti-personnel ballistas on 4 edges in the circle, kind of making a square in the circle. And yeah, just all manner of just junk and trash everywhere.
Feels like true Coliseum.
Mm-hmm. I just want to make sure there wasn't any like out of bounds or anything like that.
Not exactly. There are walls, but that's about it.
I go back to the party. Fellas, y'all remember those imps or that imp that we talked to last night?
I do.
Well, remember how they were trying to rig the match for these two individuals?
Yeah.
We are going up against those two individuals.
Interesting.
So, just to make a point, Silas, I think you should make a proven statement.
Can do. Won't be a problem.
Give me just a moment then, and I will go back up to the betting booth for the
Yeah.
soul coin. Garrett, I'm going to take the worthless soul coin that I have.
Gonna try and pawn that off as a live one.
I'm actually going to cast minor illusion on it to make it look like it is a real one.
He takes it from your hand and flips it right back at you. Nice try, kid. Oldest trick in the book. You gonna try to prestidigitation next?
Oh!
No.
Oh!
No, I just wanted to make sure that this is actually a reputable establishment.
Of course.
Because, you know, we are in the pits of hell, might as well make sure that everything is good.
He clicks his fancy glasses. They look like circular, kind of bookkeeper's glasses that hang on the edge of his nose. And he says, "True sight." And then he taps his head and he says, "Psychic protection." A bit smugly.
Hey, you know your stuff. That's very well. All right, then. Give me just a moment, then. Now go back. Pitch, give me a coin. I need a coin. Now give me a coin. Pitch, I need a coin. Trust
Got
me.
the itch.
Need a
Do
real
it.
coin?
Yes, I need a real coin. It's going to be worth it. Please, 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 please. I guarantee you. I have never led you astray, have I?
Do I have all
I
the
don't know
coins?
about that.
Yeah, because you killed the guys that were tied to that damn skeleton thing.
So I have the 3 coins that we have.
Yeah.
Give me a minute.
Pitch,
How
come on.
many? You need 1?
Just I don't want to waste all of them. I just need one.
I give him 1 soul coin.
Thank you. Thank
Maybe.
you.
I told you you're gonna have to wait.
Thank you. This makes up for the one time that I ripped his arm off to avenge you.
That one time.
That one time.
Out of both
Remember that one
times.
time with the guy with the arm? You remember that
Look,
one
I
time.
did it twice. That makes up for one time. And I'll run back. And I was
One
like,
time you got me crushed in a door.
Did that happen?
Just referencing when he got smacked by that gravity well as soon as he walked in.
Yeah, and broke my fucking neck. Still got that crick. It doesn't sit right. Walk back up to the betting booth and gingerly set it on the counter and slide it with 2 fingers on it. Here you are, sir.
What's your choice, young man? The devil or the bot?
Oh no, I'm betting it on my party.
Ooh, interesting. The brothers are quite formidable. If you wanted to know their record, it's a string of wins and wins and wins. What's your bet?
Let's bet that they don't win. And I'll lean in and I'll actually kind of tell him what specifically I want the bet to be based on. Garrett, check your messages.
Yeah, I saw that. He checks his notes and he's like, okay, a victory with a condition. Newcomers. I don't know you,
Yeah, honey, I love you.
but oh, good night. Uh, thinks about it for a while.
I guarantee you it will be a show the crowd will like.
This is what I was about to say. Maybe if we could sell this somehow.
I'll sell it. I'll sell it. What's his name?
Put on a good performance. I'll give you 3-1 odds on you.
A good performance. Mhm.
my good sir.
Here we go.
My fellow dapper entity. Performance all I know how to do.
He
There'll
takes the soul coin in his hand. He flicks it between two fingers. The large red-black soul coin radiates with dark energy. You can almost hear the story and the screams of whatever poor soul is trapped within. And in a flash, he makes it disappear, and 3 more are in his hand. He says, "This is a lot of money to be transferred. I expect a good show."
I can promise you'll have one, with a little bit of extra on top.
He writes your names down. Bet is made.
I'm naked and afraid.
Oh, you better be fucking.
What? What?
You better be large, hard, and in charge.
I like
Should
that
we-
show. It's
should we have
crazy.
bet? Should we have bet all of our coins?
It's risky. Too late. Too late. I don't want you guys.
Garrett's like, hold up, fuck, no.
You actually watched that Naked and Afraid show, Jameson?
No, I would just always reference it because I want to just say naked and afraid.
I watched one episode and they killed a fucking giant iguana and they all ate it and they got sick. I was like, what is
Why did they do that? Because were they stranded?
They were naked and afraid.
What
The-
the? F-
James, the whole premise of the show is to be butt-ass naked, surviving like your Bear Grylls without drinking piss.
You guys killed this animal for this show, dude.
Oh, so is it more like the Alone thing where they like stick them out in the middle of nowhere?
Yeah.
Yeah.
You have to eat iguanas.
I think Peter
What-
Dinklage was on there at one fucking point in time.
What?
They allowed stars on this. Very strange.
So, you guys are ready for the first show.
Yep.
The Hellfire engine, having made its entrance, stops and lays its strange, half-living, half-construct body down on the sand below it. Makes a bellowing, strained noise as heat and smoke comes out of it from all sections. This big, square, ugly thing. A minotaur of immense size walks out. Its horns are this helix, curving all around in crazy left and right arrangement. It's maddening. These huge horns atop this giant head of this big creature, absolutely ripped head to toe, pure iron muscle. This giant devil minotaur-like creature. It carries no weapons, but you see its hands are humanoid with fingers, and there's just pure iron muscle in those giant forearms. He clashes them together hard, making a wet thunk as people cheer excitedly. The first fight about to get started. Do you guys just watch?
I think we would be disqualified if we were to help.
Yeah, that would be frowned upon, but I mean, it's up to you.
I mean,
Do
I
anything.
know that like if someone were stealthy enough, we can pull that off. But I don't think our stealth rolls of the past are really singing our praises. So I'm good.
Yeah, I'm not gonna interfere. Why would I do that?
Even John's stealth rolls were like characteristically bad.
Yeah, that's because, well, yeah. I wasn't on
Yeah.
Ixalan, that's why.
The fight gets started in earnest. The Garistro, true to its name, wastes no time, dipping its head down and charging at the Hellfire engine. As the Hellfire engine struggles to move its big body up, it doesn't have arms necessarily, but it has all these appendages like things all around it. I'm gonna roll some dice for it to show how the fight goes. So, oh, okay. The Garistro makes a deadening, huge head on metal sound as it connects, and you see the Hellfire engine tip almost over. This immense weight of this thing, the power of the Gristro is insane to be a mortal being against this construct. And you see it almost tip over, and it's almost going back, and the fires within the Hellfire engine bellow, and it shoots out flames, but it doesn't tip over. It falls back down, and the Gristro is a little stunned as it walks back, trying to get its bearings and go for another assault. You see the Hellfire engine open its great maw, and flames to shoot out, covering it in this endless bellow. The Gristro pulls back, maybe a bit resistant to flames just by nature of its being, but still not completely immune to them. It covers its eyes and covers its face. You see the Hellfire engine charge forward faster than you ever thought possible, and it consumes the great beast in a single great absorption of it, as though it was sucking it in like Kirby. And suddenly there's a long silence in the crowd, and then a raucous cheer as the Hellfire engine wins, the crowd favorite.
Sweet Jesus. It's a good thing we're not fighting that thing yet.
The Gristro is just a beast. It did not know what it was up against. Seeing everything as a nail, it tried to use its hammer. Didn't work. So, the arena is cleared. You see people walking to the Hellfire engine and tending to it and looking inside it with a grimace, and they help turn it around. And there's probably the construct makers themselves, and they lead it out of the arena. This strange, hellish thing. People talk and chat. Bets are paid out. You see the traditional, like someone taking off their hat and throwing it on the ground and slamming it under their feet.
Yeah, stomping on it.
Yeah, rage, and other people are woo, yay!
I made $5 on the popular bit.
What do you guys do, if anything?
Uh, I guess nothing. I'm just staring in horror.
Yeah.
I mean, you have free will. You could try to fuck around with things. You could get fair food, that kind of thing at the arena. You could fight people. You could take a nap. Just anything you want to do, if you want to do anything.
Where we're sitting at, can we see the two brothers?
Not yet. People, they seem to be within the Coliseum itself.
Ah,
I'm actually going to take a stroll.
oh, you're gonna go look for them?
And I want to see if I can see them anywhere down like the holding area or what, to see if they're not up to something shady.
This place is huge. It'll take time to walk around and get to the lower levels. You might miss the fight if you care that much about it, but just letting you know the timeline.
And I figured the group's going to head down there anyway, so I'm just
Yeah, maybe we'll head that way since that's kind of where the competitors are going.
Yeah.
You do feel like you'll eventually be dragged down there as you're on the docket. You walk down the huge arena, going from the top-ish level where soul coins are bet, and you see some elegant, noble types, and you start going down to the cheaper seats, and you see imps and lesser devils and kind of the blue collar types all packed together, betting gold and diamonds and favors and all sorts of other things. Less regal options. At the very, very top, you see a box of uh, the sort of the lordess, what's the lady of the agora. You can't see into her owner's box though.
I don't know if I
As
would
you get
want
to
to
the
see
bottom,
into her box.
I knew there was something there.
the basement level is guarded heavily. There are 2 devils and a beholder.
Oh damn.
Oh my.
The
Not
fat,
fucking with that.
corpuscular beholder tracks everyone that moves by with his endless eye stalks, just tracking everyone, every single movement of every direction. And you see it, its lower appendages, these vestigial arms that it has, and its disgusting underside, and it's slamming food into its mouth. The 2 devils have huge halberds, and they stand there menacingly.
He's just standing there menacingly. So they're standing in the way of the door that leads
It's
to
like
what we
a
guess is like the
stairwell
holding
down
area.
to the bottom.
I
Okay.
approach.
Names?
What?
Names?
Oh. What names did we give them? Did we not? Did we give them not our group name?
You had to give them something.
John, what name did you give them?
I didn't give him a
Flay.
name.
I want to turn around like a moron and be like, no
What's
name.
my name?
No name.
Yeah. Oh, the no names. Got it. Not
No name.
suspicious at all.
Is
Oh,
that what
so
we're going
easily.
with?
Yeah, I didn't give a
Out of the
name.
whip.
I guess I'll give him, just like I don't know, our regular names. What do we tell? They kind of announced.
Retroactively, they would have said, "What is your names?" Either your
the
individual or your group name.
the group name is the
Uh,
Iron Band.
Iron Band. Iron Band. I assume you say pitch, unless you want to get wacky with it.
oh no, that's fine.
The band of iron.
It's let's call ourselves off constantly.
Yeah,
No one can beat off constant.
yeah. Use that for a Halo tournament.
Iron Band, he says to the Great Beholder, and you see its eyes tick in a circular motion as its immense, hyper-intelligent brain links through its photogenic memory of all the competitors today. The creature says in a gurgling, corpusculent, disgusting voice, he says, "Enter!" And it floats to the side a bit, allowing you guys entry.
I will
Yeah.
pass him casually. I'm not fucking with him.
Getting to the bottom levels, it's massive. It's almost as big at the bottom as it is at the top of these empty uh, waiting area of warriors. And there's weapons dotting the walls and these huge weapon racks of any shape and configuration you can ever imagine. Maces and 9 tails and arrows and bows and swords and shields. Various people wait their turn. There's armorers and squires everywhere, running to and fro, getting people ready. You see challengers of the arena here and there. The great Hellfire engine is being attended to by several sort of gnomish looking devils. They're short and red skinned, and they're tending all to it. It seems the fight was fatal, as the great Minotaur is nowhere to be seen.
Wow.
He's a hungry boy.
What do you guys do?
Guess kind of look around and
Josh is
see.
looking for the brothers, right?
Yeah, I was gonna
Yeah.
look around at the other combatants. Maybe
that-
size them up. Not the brothers, like the other groups nearby.
You see on
I
the
would
docket
approve.
today, the Bulesia. However you want to pronounce that. Bulezo? Doesn't matter.
Sounds exotic.
It's a skeletal creature, and he's riding a horse-like entity, but it's not a. It's all one thing. He has
Oh.
a humanoid-like body up top, and his bottom is a horse-ish, like six-legged creature on bottom. It's large, and you see him just leaving, go into his fight by the time you guys got out here. The great gates come down, these iron palisades, as he walks out into the arena, and you get this acrid, horrible smell as he leaves.
That's comforting.
Bruh.
You'll have to look around for anything else.
I rolled a 23 on perception looking for the two brothers.
Pretty good. That's pretty good.
Working
They
on
are not hiding by any means.
it.
You see the
Cats.
brothers. They are two horned devils. They're huge, hulking beasts. They look almost destroyed, held together by magic and devilish surgery. They're covered head to toe in wounds and scars and mangled, jutting bones coming out from their skin and scorned flesh. They're not red, they are gray, and their eyes are black and emotionless. They stand beside each other, two twins, a perfect mirror of one to another. And they look kind of like that Doom Eternal boss with the shield that like yells at you. You know, that guy.
Mm-hmm.
Didn't play it, but I'll trust you.
The Gladiator. Yeah, maybe something like that. But yeah, these huge hulking horn devils, and they both have these huge tower shields that look small attached to their arm, and these two big hammers that drag the ground. And they stand there, unmoving.
It's so their movements seem unnatural, correct?
They haven't moved yet. They're standing perfectly still as perfect mirrors of each other seem unnatural. That's for sure.
Okay. I'm not really
They don't
trained in it.
like shift towards us or anything like that. Like there's no.
Nope, no recognition whatsoever.
I don't know what role I would do to see, like, could they possibly be like
Mind control.
constructs or something along those lines?
It's a tough one. Arcana or survival, perhaps.
Yeah, could I roll to see if I think they have a curse on them?
I'll do survival because I think that fits better since my guy doesn't really do much with magic.
Sure.
It's still a +2 regardless of which one. No, it's a 6.
They're definitely weird.
Guys, do those guys look a little strange to you? They haven't even reacted since we've been down here.
I wonder.
Normally, whenever I would spar with other classmates within the monastery or other opponents, there's always a bit of sizing up that happens. These guys have not reacted whatsoever.
I don't know if we should approach them or not. If anyone should approach them, it's Souffle.
Just kind of looking around again, seeing if I, because I was there with Soothflay whenever he was talking to that imp. So just kind of like glancing around to see if I noticed like any of those imps like hiding in the rafters or in the shadows or anything like that.
Give me a perception check.
Oh shit! Okay, that's going to be a 26.
You smell and hear them before you see them, and there's a huge cage as you walk through the great underbelly of this huge coliseum. And within it, there's about 100 imps, and they're all chimping out, cackling and grabbing the bars and showing their teeth.
Think out.
Very chimp-like.
Oh, they're all
I
chipping out. Jesus
Love
fuck.
it.
They're like chimps. They're in a cage.
Oh my
Never
god.
have I ever.
The one that was super excited to see us that we fed, does he make eye contact with me?
Yes. Yes, it's hard to tell between all of
Is
them
eye
being
contact
excited.
important?
But he's like, hey, 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 hey.
Oh my god. He's like a little chihuahua.
Oh,
They're kind of
Siggy.
all doing that, but one's doing it like slightly harder than the rest.
Well, I'll make sure to look directly at him and kind of give a bow towards him.
He's like, hey, food, 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 food.
I remember you. I remember the food.
I'll mouth because I know he's not gonna know to like remember it just because he's like freaking out right now.
Yeah.
But I'll kind of point to my head and kind of wink a little bit and say, "Remember."
Yeah.
I will.
Hello.
I will remember.
I'll kind of walk back to the group and say, "Well, I found our friend from last night, Souffle.
Oh, really now?
Yeah, they're in a cage further inside.
Oh, no surprise then, I guess.
If you could see how they were reacting, I can totally understand why. He's a lot crazier than he was last night."
Well, that's understandable, seeing as how much he ate.
They all seem pretty geared up for battle.
But
You guys see that fucking show, Chimp Crazy? By the way, that's why I got chimps on my mind.
Yeah.
No,
We're talking about it.
God,
I didn't see it, but
it's
been
worth a watch for sure. Like this is the same guys that did Tiger King, And I thought like, oh, those tiger people are crazy, and then you meet chimp people.
And the one
crazy.
eats your friend's.
I mean,
face off.
yeah, that's what I'm saying. You know, tigers. There's always that danger of them just mauling you to death, but you never expect that with chimps.
That
It's
monkey
just that-
tore
that-
a fucking car door off.
Yeah, dude. They're so strong. They're so crazy. Chimps are
like living
bred
with
for
the-
war, and those crazy women have them like in dresses for Valentine's Day. It's this huge hulking monster with razor sharp teeth.
Yeah, something is sick about that.
Be mentally stable. It's worth a watch if you guys get a free moment. It's definitely crazy.
I feel bad for the lady. I looked up pictures of her face today, and
Yeah, dude.
it's still bad.
She wasn't even the one with the chimp. She was trying to help.
I know.
This is a spoiler, but I gotta say it. The lady whose friend got face ripped off.
Yeah.
Within a year, she had another chimp.
Oh my god! No fucking way.
Yes.
It's like a disease.
That's crazy.
That's nuts, dude.
If I was her friend, I would be so mad.
I would not be her friend.
I'm down a face thanks to you, and you have another crazy wild animal in your house.
I'm bringing the chimp over. You're bringing the fucking what?
Guess who's never coming to visit again?
As she slurps her steak through a fucking straw.
Yeah, if I had eyes or a nose or a mouth, I'd tell you
I'd
off.
frown at you, yeah.
So, the battle
Back to D&D.
is raging outside. You guys get glimpses of it through the great iron doors as these metal palisades block any retreat or anyone stepping in to assist or hinder anyone. This fight is markedly different from the one previous. This is a fight of magic and arcane and intrigue and subterfuge as the boar-headed now Fijni uses invisibility and copies of itself, and the pestilence slinging corpse rider tries to poison it with orbs of just pure death and stinging wasp, green and black and dripping ooze. way different than the first fight. The crowd seems to be loving each of the back and forth of these two magical users. What do you guys do as you're down here waiting?
I'm still just kind of eyeballing the twins to see if something strange happens. It's
I'm gonna
kind
pay
of
attention.
Yeah,
I'm
do
gonna pay
they
attention
react
to
at
the
all? Are
fight.
they interested in the fight?
Nope, not at all.
Should I go talk to them, guys? Or are we just going with hell no?
Hmm.
rather fight them in the
Calculating.
arena and rather fight them in the arena than back here. At least we know who our allies and who our uh, I can't think of the name of it.
Foes, enemies.
Opposers are. There we go. Outside instead of in here.
You know what? Just to be a good sport, I'll go say hi. And I'll walk up to them and
We'll back you up.
kind of, raise my hand up a little bit and, hello, fellas. Seems to be that we'll be fighting each other.
Fight. And the other brother, a moment later, echoes, fight. They have a corpse gravel voice straight from the grave.
Do they look at me or anything?
So they're undead.
Their black pupiled eyes do not look at you at all. They seem fixed in place, as though staring at a distant point. But their bodies don't move either.
Well, this bodes well.
Uh. mm,
I
Can
go
I
get water
can I use
Hmm.
any of my
immediately.
passive perception or investigation just to kind of offhandedly like look at them, or do you want me to roll that?
Well, yeah, roll it. Nothing's happening to you passively, but no one's hiding or anything. But you can look them up and down.
All right. You want that perception or investigation?
Let's go with investigation. That sounds fun.
Investigation. All right, that is a 23.
Pretty solid. What are you looking?
Looking to see if anything just seems off. Maybe any uh, runic sigils anywhere on them, or if something they look like they're plated, maybe almost like they're kind of maybe like they're automatons or something.
Kind of. You can see through parts of their body with some of their horrific wounds, and you see that there's no blood flowing. It's just kind of this void within. Um, there are runes etched here and there, usually on deep, sunken scars. There are very tiny etched runes, almost like stitches across the tops and the bottoms.
Hmm. Well, fellas, you know, hope it will be a good fight.
Fight.
Well, just want to extend some good sportsmanship to you and everything, and give the crowd a show then.
So, uh, not to imply that they only repeat the last thing they heard, but they seem to echo your statement
Hmm.
in both times. Like, yes, we'll fight, and yes, we'll give a show.
All right then.
Do they smell of brains?
You are going to
Brains?
sleep. You're going to sleep. And
The fight outside ends.
Did the horse thing win?
The horse thing lost and
Oh my
upset.
god. I assumed he would win.
Papa
It was not a fight
Nurgle's
to the
not going to
death.
be happy.
Yeah.
It was not a fight to the death. The Gristro, as you see other beasts in this area, they're this huge hulking this and that. this elephant-like war beast. They fight to the death as just a matter of low intelligence, but both of these fighters are highly intelligent. The horse-ridden corpse skeletal rider threw in the towel. You hear a cacophony of boos, and you hear glass and rocks and everything being pelted on the ground as the crowd turns on the crowd favorite of this Bulezo. And, you see them walk in almost together. There's no bad sportsmanship there. The minotaur-headed witch thing seems in good spirits, but you see a bone-deep exhaustion within it as it carries itself as in kind of a hunch. And the skeletal rider looks to be not hurt necessarily. It is a skeleton, but you see all these marks of arcane energy around it, burns and fire and ice, as the magic has pelted it enough to have it throw in the towel. And as the arena is cleaned by imps, of course, who try to grab some things out of the way, at least to make it a little presentable, you guys are next.
I guess.
As they walk in, I'll move to the side and start doing my DBZ stretches.
You do the Rock Lee where you take off the heavy armbands.
Yep. Mm-hmm.
I was just pretending the whole time.
How quickly does the fight start?
Depends. You guys might have some special stuff. You ready to go out there?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Garrett, when was the is rain normally a thing that happens down here?
No, not at all.
Thinking what
The
I'm
weather seems so stagnant. Even in Avernus, it was this hot, humid, swampy kind of heat. And down here, it's also hot, but mostly due to the cursed iron all around you. This seems to be a sort of temperate, just warm climate.
Okay. Okay.
Seems ever changing. The sun from the sky never moves. Never changing, not ever changing. Never changing. So, you walk out.
Let's go.
It takes longer than you think, Josh. We can't do that.
No, I've got
What
something.
do you mean?
Okay.
I mean, it's not going to make something crazy happen, but
No.
I have about talking about putting on a show. I can give them a show.
It's
As
fine.
you walk out, you notice that the brothers do not follow. As you walk out into the arena, you are taken aback by being the center of this attention. Suddenly, there are thousands of eyes on you, on this huge center. You're the center of a universe, it feels like, as cheers blast your eardrums. All these cheering voices, and there's cheers, and there's jeers, and people throw things at you. As the people say, "Yeah, outsiders, let's go." While others are just like, "Get out of here, you filthy fuck you," just all manner of different interpretations and actions as the devils go crazy of you entering this great arena. The arena floor is huge, great bed of sand, and within it you can see bones, endless bones, uh, weapons, discarded pieces of flesh, all sorts of things endlessly. And you get to the center area, and you hear a loud, booming voice from above. Looking up, an announcer of sorts. It looks to be um, a lithe incubus, and he flies around the arena. And he has some device that amplifies his voice. It looks like a kind of a rock almost. It looks like a big rock, but it glows with a blue light. And when he speaks into it, it amplifies his voice greatly. Says, "We have outsiders today." Cheers of the crowd. "We have special challenges just for them." As the final fight
There's the catch.
for this cycle, we're not just going to test their strength. We'll test their brains and their luck. The crowd cheers. First, he claps his hands into the talking stone to make a great clap that sort of silences the crowd. There's still enough that it's this aura of cheering all around you. And about 2 dozen imps with huge ropes on their shoulders wheel out this huge cage, and within it is a strange beast, a hellcat, and not the car. This creature has translucent black skin, and within it you can see a fiery red, as though it's burning from within. It looks like a lion tiger-ish, with a long, red, fiery, burning mane, but its face is almost serpentine, and you see its mouth opens in two bisecting pieces to have this great predator-like visage. It's massive, about the size of bigger than an elephant. The imps drag it out. You see the effort they're putting through. Even though there's about 2 dozen of them, they're just crushing themselves, dragging this huge, like zoo cage out. The wheels in the sand, giving them a lot of trouble to move it. They open the great cage, and the cat lithely steps out, and it grabs an imp and eats it as though it were so much popcorn, and the imps scatter. The cat seems to play with its food a little bit before noticing you all, and it lithely steps forward. The announcer says, "Tame the beast, but you are not allowed to hurt it." He laughs into the mic. Roll initiative.
I've been muted this whole time. Fuck.
Oh, shit. 7.
11.
Hello.
Get my 1 out of the way.
18.
Hang on. 13.
Let's see. Silas, a pitch.
Oh no.
Just
How am I second? Oh.
souffle lash.
Damn, you rolled a 7?
I rolled a 1.
I like it.
Yeah, get it out of the way.
The cat is fast.
As fuck, boy.
It leaps at you in a wide slash. It's able to hit all of you as you are standing in a group together. Let me get a fucking picture here. Let me roll some dice. You guys all have high ACs. That might hit. One hit. So I'll go from top to bottom. Pitch.
That shit was coming.
Make 14 damage.
Uh,
And then, 1, 2. Ash.
Yep.
Give me a con save.
And
The beast looks at you and it flays open its bisected mouth, and you see its eyes swirl with a sort of a otherworldly energy as the fire within its pupils go in a circle, and you seem almost sort of transfixed for a second, and you feel this burning coming from within and then without, energy shoots from its eyes at you, engulfing you in this arcanic flame for 36 damage.
Oh my
Good
God.
God.
Yeah. Get a picture now. So, yes, swiped and has a special eye attack, and it leaped a great distance to just jump right in with you guys. And then it is Silas's turn.
Silas kind of thinking over the rules, and he's like, "Well, I am useless this fight. Uh, but he is a cat, and apparently he needs to be challenged. So I'm gonna do the only thing that I can do. Uh, I am first.
We can't hurt him.
Yeah, I know. That's what I'm trying to figure out.
I don't know. Fucking pick up a bone and wave it or something. I don't know.
So I was thinking, like, just it's a cat. So I was like, do I have anything in my bag, like food that I can throw on the end of my quarterstaff and just have him chase me around until he tires out?
What about animal handling?
I don't have. I have a +2. I am not the wisest individual.
Take a little squirt bottle and spray him in the face.
No. No.
I am going. Let's see. Where's it at? I am going to try to intimidate him. To try to act like the bigger creature. So basically, Silas is going to kind of swell up as best he can and just kind of just growl deeply at the creature and
Go away,
basically
bear. Go away,
make
bear.
it make an intimidation check against it.
Sure. Disadvantage, please. You are 2 sizes down from it.
Oh, okay.
Jeez.
Both are 17.
Pretty good.
Plus 6.
Wow.
That's going to be
Damn.
23.
Yeah, I mean, despite being much smaller, it's bigger than an elephant by a few feet. This huge cat creature. It's almost like a space marine. It's like so big it shouldn't be able to move that fast, but it's lightning quick. You put your arms up and like, get out of here, bear! Get out of here, bear! It's kind of taken aback. It does step back a little, and you see more confusion than outright fear on its face. But it definitely, while it was playing with its food earlier, now it's kind of stepping back. What? What is this? These things are
You
actually
guys
threats.
have bears in St. Joseph.
We do. We do.
I heard that.
One of my that was one of my dad's favorite stories. He said the bear was in the hood. This black guy saw it and he got so scared that he screamed. He ran up a tree faster than he thought possible, and he looked over and the bear was right there with him, also scared. It's a black bear, so he just scared the
That's
shit out
awesome.
of each other.
That's great.
Yeah, I guess.
You have intimidated it a little, a little.
And I guess that'll be my turn, and I'll have my ration that I have just kind of on hand to see, because there's a little bit of dried meat in there. And I'm just going to use that to help in the future. But I guess that'll be my turn.
I
There's
see.
nothing
I see.
really I can do here.
Yeah, yeah. These fun arena rules that they threw on you on purpose to trip you up. Mr. Pitch.
Jeez, I guess that's working.
Go ahead, say the B word.
No. Jeez, I guess
Come-
intimidation's working. I banish.
Come with me,
You know you want
brother.
to.
Intimidate this beast. Brother, help me.
I'm gonna use thaumaturgy to make my
Oh.
voice bigger and
Okay, that'll give you
roll intimidation as well.
that'll give you a flat roll instead of a disadvantage. That shit would have given you advantage.
It is a 17.
Bruh. If I could get this thing as a mount, that shit would be awesome.
It kind of looks like that one cat that you can get in WoW.
Yeah, it kind of does.
It's a chromatic lion or what is it? What the hell is it? No, it's not that.
Talking about Jigglesworth.
The
No,
fancy cat that's Earth Money, you know?
Spectral cat.
let's see.
Oh, the spectral tiger.
Yeah, there you go. Kinda.
That's the one.
17, not bad, not terrible. You know, you have your partner on your side, so it makes it a little better. You're just like, go back, bear, back.
Go back, bear.
It's
don't chip
lifting
out.
his paws kind of gingerly, stepping back, and the look of confusion in its swirling, fiery eyes. It's not one of outright fear by any means, but suddenly this fight has taken a very different turn than
We've
eating
got him on the
for
ropes.
fun. I wouldn't say that
This thing was your entire life.
It has some confusion built up, for at least. What about you, Ash?
Is it an animal? Was that a yes?
It is, yes.
Okay.
Oh, okay, I just heard it, and it's
Yeah.
just silence.
No, Discord. It is an animal. Yeah.
I'm gonna try to roll animal handling to see how it goes.
Okay. Yeah.
I'm doing this with real dice.
Garrett,
just
it's
to
like
see.
finally someone's doing the right roll.
The hell?
Dude,
That's
So that's a,
smell.
My
can you hear me?
thing's messing up. I missed everything
Discord.
everybody was saying.
Yeah, we're just fucking. This
You
game
don't hear me?
sounds like a
Yeah,
robot. I can't
everybody's
hear.
voice is getting a
There,
little
there you go.
funny. I'm not hearing anything.
Hello.
Hello?
Patch, just put, if you can hear me, just put your roll in like the thing so Garrett can see it. Another 17. What's going on with you?
Pretty good. Pretty good. This would be a very high. You're not best friends with it yet. Adding on to the intimidation, being an animal expert, I think Ash might be maybe. Hands up. You say, I don't want to fight, but I'm not a pushover. I'm not a meal. I'm not turning my back to you. All this sort of ticks on a big animal that you want to tick to make them.
I don't know if Discord cleared up.
I think it just cleared up. I'm back to green now.
Oh,
Hey,
yeah, we're good now.
Yeah,
Yeah,
it was
yeah,
doing
yeah.
this last night. It's something with Discord where it's losing connection with its data centers.
Huh.
Do you guys hear anything I said to Ash?
No.
You were cutting in and out, so you may want to repeat what you were saying.
I got enough that it was an okay roll.
Yeah, okay. It's a high DC for such a strong, capable animal, but you tick the boxes. You give it space. You don't turn your back to it. You say, I don't want to fight, but I'm not a pushover. You kind of, do the animal handling checklist for a big animal.
You're slow blinking.
Go away, bear. Go away, bear.
You're slow blinking it in the eyes.
Yeah.
pointed neck like that guy.
Like, what are you
Tall
doing?
guy.
I'm establishing trust.
Two kind of different themes going on here. You guys might want to like sanctify here. What about you, Sooth Blizzle?
Garrett,
Mr.
DM.
Frizzle?
I'm gonna play a song
Okay, cool.
Oh,
to soothe the
is
Sabbath
that like
beast.
a? Is
Yeah.
this like a animal handling role?
He's
Five
gonna play
perhaps.
Through the Fire and the Flames.
No, I'm gonna play. I'm actually gonna play Song of Storms.
Mm, I know that one.
So am I doing an animal handling on this too?
Yeah, yeah. Uh, as a bard, I will not. I'll give you not disadvantage since you're utilizing your music to handle it.
Weren't we talking about this? And you can kind of do whatever you want with whatever skill you want. So he could roll performance for this, right?
That would distract the cat, not necessarily make friends with it. If you want to
Okay.
distract it and do other things, I will
Maybe
certainly
he
allow
just really likes music.
it.
Well,
I mean, yeah, you'll get his full attention, but then what?
so
That'll be
all right,
for you
then we'll
guys
do
to
that.
decide.
I'll also do Peerless Skill as well
Well,
to add to that.
What does this do?
Peerless Skill allows me to make an ability check to expend 1 Bardic Inspiration, roll it, and add to the number to the check.
Oh, okay. We need that.
So let me check.
Have y'all bought y'all's the new character or the new handbook
Nope.
on D&D Beyond? Shit. What I may end up doing is I may just make a campaign for all of us. That way, and I'll share what I have. That way, if y'all wanted to make y'all's new characters with the new rules, y'all can.
In order for you to share it, you have to have like the max subscription to share things like
I
that.
do.
Okay.
Well, you don't have
I
to have the
probably
max
do.
subscription because it's actually like released now. But before it released, like fully released, yeah, I had to have it, and they had like a free month trial, and I was like, yeah, click.
All right. So that total comes up to be 26. 18 plus
yeah,
2
you
plus
you play the
6.
Song of Storms. You hush the crowd as they kind of laughter breaks out at your wild attempt, like a snake charmer, to play music. But then the sonnet is so good. Not only did you grab their attention, but you grabbed the giant cats as well. And while he was deciphering what in the world your friends were doing, you bust out a song. It calls to you. It's his turn now. You go, then it goes. Calls to you, curious, giant creature. It's so much faster than you. There's no hope in any kind of running or anything. Continue your music as it gives you a big sniff. You feel its nostrils almost pick you up off the ground, and it swipes you hard, picking you up in its claw, and your body is in between like foot-long, razor-sharp claws. Uh, if you want to resist, you can try to grapple check.
I was gonna say, is this like
It
a
may
concentration
not
roll or
like
something?
that. It may not
No,
like that.
I'm not going to resist. I'm going to continue playing.
It does 10 damage to you as it grabs you. This doesn't seem intentional necessarily
Yeah,
because you
not
are
lethal.
within its claws and it's not piercing you like
It
what's the
size difference.
40k guy with the sharp things that stab space marines? Which Tyranid is that
Yeah.
with the bone
Yeah.
claws? Um, yeah, it's not going through your body. It's not going through your body with these huge claws. It's just holding you there, and it sniffs you, and it's looking all around you, and it seems very, very curious. Then it is Silas's go.
Seeing him jump on Soothflay, but not like outright just bite into him.
Yes.
I'm going to reach in my bag, pull out the dried meat that I have with rations, and just kind of slow walk, not towards it to try to encroach on it, but kind of hold it out to get his attention, and then maybe throw it close to him so that he will get off of Pitch
Soothly.
or Soothflay, not Pitch.
As soon as you move, its head whips around like a snake, detecting your movement instantly. Give me some roll to demonstrate your intentions, animal handling or something else to convince me.
What's the possibility of trying to do like
Deception?
no, I was going to say like insight, but in the reverse aspect of you're trying to show, not perceive if they're lying.
I don't think you can. I don't think you can hit the reverse button on it. I don't think.
So the best we're gonna have
Give
to do,
vibes, aura.
yeah,
Yeah, what's
the
his
best.
vibe? What do I roll for his
Yeah,
vibe?
vibe check.
The best we're gonna have to do is just animal handling. I see that's starting to work, and we're kind of waning it that way. So,
They're not fucking up.
yeah. Well, I mean, what else am I gonna do? Am I gonna intimidate it again and ruin everything we just did, or just yell at him? No, no, bad
No.
kitty.
Bad.
That'll work.
Holy shit! Nat 20.
Oh,
Okay.
thank God.
So 22 total.
He
Yeah.
loves you.
The second you move, its head whips around like a snake, instantly tracking you, both eyes directly on it. And you see them start swirling with this otherworldly, fiery energy. But you're like, ooh, kitty, kitty. You slowly, intentionally move closer to it. You have food in your hand. It seems to be accepting of this.
Have more where that came from. And I'll just kind of hold that action and just go with that for the time being.
Okay, okay.
I'll peek around to look at John or Souffle and make sure he's okay, and just kind of give him the eyes of just like, I'm with you on this now.
I'll just nod in response that yeah.
Like there's a wild chimp in the house, just like looking at each other. Bitch. The muscle-bound monk has moved slowly closer to the cat, and your good friend Souffle, it's in its clutches as it sniffs it and pokes at it curiously. What do you do?
My animal handling's not very high.
Think outside the box, man. There's always something, There's a spell you can send it to another plane with.
Do it! I dare you.
I fucking dare you. Oh my God. I really don't know. I don't want to fuck anything up. I think I'm going to. Gosh. I'm not gonna do anything. I cross my legs and sit on the ground.
What? All those
Non-convincingly.
spells and healing and all those brains in your head to think of cool stuff to do, you gotta sit down.
All it's gonna take is a bad roll from me and just like fuck it all up. I'm gonna sit down
Boo.
on the ground.
But you're my guinea pig.
No, we're
Let's
not
see what
getting
happens if
eaten
you pull
by
a tail or something.
a hell tiger the size of a fucking elephant.
Okay, sit on the ground. That's an action, I suppose. The crowd boos you as well as me.
Well, James, you don't want to fight the elephant?
Nope. Sure fucking don't.
Ash, what about you? Your brother's given up. He's tapped out.
I don't know. I'm kind of with him on this. I feel like there's only so much damage to do.
As a fighter type, there's not a lot you can do necessarily, but I mean,
I
there's all kind of
beat him with kindness.
grab an imp from the stand and beat it.
I honestly wanted to do that, but I didn't know if that was within my my realm of possibilities.
The world's your oyster, man. Ash, you just gonna let nature take its course?
Sorry, I cut out. I guess I'll try animal handling again.
Okay. Yeah, try to calm it even further. Give it your best shot.
16.
Not bad, not bad. N- Nothing catastrophic. You don't pull its tail or step on its foot or anything.
Ha!
About
Catastrophic.
the same, you give it space, put your hands up, no sudden movements, everything's calm, we're all good here, that sort of thing. Yeah, you're
Everyone's
building
loving the kitty.
building a rapport. What about what about you, Souffle?
Can we keep him
Maybe you're doing a
here?
great
It's
job.
like no. What's wrong with y'all?
Shit, this stocky dwarf's about to have a fire tiger. He's going right into battle now.
How many there and they just have imps flying around like they have them tied up to ropes like insane white women that have their kids on leashes.
Yes. A quick analysis of the way around you. The stands are packed, 100% packed, bigger than the Roman Colosseum. There's endless devils here, and they're all cheering in this loud cacophony. The cage is this huge zoo type cage, metal bars, ceiling on top, kind of snug when the cat's in it. And there's about 24 imps. Um, they weren't tied to it, but they were forced to push it out. And you see that the cat had cut through some of them as it was let free. And the imps are all kind of around. Some are running, some are watching, and some are flying around the arena chaotically.
Are we still in Patrick?
No, me.
Well,
Youthfully.
I really don't think like pulling a weapon out and like shooting one of them down to feed it to him would be good, but I don't know. It'd be funny to feed one to him.
No, I think I got a better idea. Because I don't want to take anything that they generally have and like, okay, well, I'm taking from that to feed them. Um, I will continue to kind of fret the song, but I'll take my hand off and open it up, and I will cast Goodberry and let them uh, create in my hand to hold up for it to sniff.
Hmm. Though a carnivore, the good berry is still pleasant and nice to behold. It smells fresh and fruity. The cat, you see its nostrils flicking, and it gives a long lick, which inadvertently pushes your hand up, and the good berry falls onto its tongue, and it kind of gives a quick chew, and it seems a little confused, but not unhappy. Not
He's
something
got the
it norm-
spirit.
not something it normally eats, but hey, good berry, cool.
That's interesting because now he shouldn't be hungry.
Finger guns.
Oh, I didn't even think about that.
It seems, yeah, pretty content. It's not something in his normal diet, but he does not seem unhappy about it whatsoever. I
I
just
did see
looks
a
at.
TikTok of a cat eating a watermelon earlier, so this tracks.
Where
It's
its
a lot
eyes fucking got
fresher
real
than
wide when it ate
devils
the
and
red.
meat.
Yeah, that'll be my turn.
Yeah, you guys have all done pretty well.
That's a
Um,
full belly on the Hellcat.
Cat's pretty happy. He's just holding you. You can
He's
see.
just holding.
You can see he's starting to get bored. He drops you as though he doesn't care. The fall is a little painful, but not damaging. Cat regards all of you, kind of in a bored, apathetic way.
Like, we're not gonna fight.
And the crowd is like, kill, jump 'em, scratch their eyes out, come on, use your flame breath. And the cat just blinks around.
Wow, you guys are overreacting.
It is not totally your friend yet. It slinks around, looking for something to take its attention, perhaps, looking a little bored. What do you got to say about that, Silas?
I don't have anything to keep his attention. This is a wild and crazy idea.
Man, we'd be kind of
And
fucked if I wasn't a guard.
I'm gonna kind of just throw this out there to see what everybody else thinks.
Quick group huddle.
What if I have
He's
him
getting
chase
bored.
me?
What do we do?
What if I have him chase me? I do have flight speed.
Ooh.
No. No. He's gonna eat you. You should let him chase something else. Can somebody make a fucking illusion?
What
You
Silas
guys are
needs to
in
do.
battle. Don't listen to Sweetplay. I mean, don't. Yeah, listen to Sweetplay. Don't listen to Pitch.
What Silas needs to do is, and we know cats very well, you scratch right above their tail.
It's true. Yeah, he'll stick his butt in the air and be happy about it.
That's true. He's starting to walk away from us, though, right?
He's slinking around you predatorily, but you can see his like the hunger isn't in it. But at the same time, it's like, what else am I gonna do here? It's just you guys and me. I'm gonna
Okay.
fucking bat you around.
Well,
Yeah,
then
you're
I'm
fucking
gonna-
right. The
I'm gonna do
hunger
this.
isn't in it.
I'm just gonna kind of hold my hand out to the side of me on the direction that he's kind of slinking, just to see if he gets close enough to where my hand is to touch.
Hmm.
And if he does, just let him walk into it to see what his reaction is.
No, he's giving you guys a bit of a berth. He's not snuggling with you or anything yet. You can see his long tread of his paws, and they all go down in intersecting intervals like a cat, left to right, and top right, top left, and he's making this trail around you, kind of sizing you up. Like, is this food, friend, toy? He looks a little confused, but he's definitely ready for something to happen.
I do have a dart. And what I'm gonna do, that's got little feathers on the end of it. Gonna kind of toss it in the air to when he looks, kind of like toss it in the air away from him to see if he'll follow it and chase it.
Can he put it on a
Love
stick?
it. Give me dexterity. See how good your throwing arm is in this situation.
Perfect. I may throw it out of the arena with this 20.
You throw it in the
I was
sky.
about to say, nat 20, you actually hit him dead in the middle of the eyes. He's dead.
Leviathan.
Yeah.
It's going to be a dirty 20 with a dexterity. So it's a 15 plus 5.
At the first sign of movement, you see the predator come back alive. His eyes, like laser beams, just run to your hand, and then it tracks every millimeter of your movement. And as you throw the thing, it leaps, trying to chase it, and it runs through the sand in the arena. And you get the feeling it's pretty happy about that. The dart lands far away, and you see it take a huge swipe out of the sand, and this cacophony, this dune of sand comes up from his paw, and it looks around as though it killed something, but it doesn't know where the dart is exactly. Lost in the sand. But that was a fun distraction for it, for sure.
Oh.
I just don't have anything that I can do to, like, if I had like dancing lights or something, I would be like, ooh, chase the balls of light around the arena.
I do.
It has gone an incredible distance, almost to the other side of the arena, and as its game is over, it's kind of lazily pacing back towards you. Not with ill intent necessarily, but it had a fun little romp. Now it's coming back to its only other distraction point. Pitch. Anything going on with you?
I'm gonna use thaumaturgy to make the sound of like an injured animal, like sort of as far away in the distance as I can.
That sounds
That's a
like
good
a
one.
performance.
That's a good one.
Oh Lord. You don't want me to make this roll.
You got it.
Not to stifle you, it'll be. Are you doing
is
it like
a
in the
16.
crowd? Fairly?
Are
you trying to drag it somewhere?
Just kind of like, just something to entertain him.
Divert its attention.
Okay. Yeah. Not bad. No, you make the sort of piercing cry of a rabbit in a trap, loud and cacophonous, and the cat paces quickly, sniffing the air, not trusting its own senses. It can hear it, but it can't see it or smell it, and it's a little confused. And you see it pacing in a wide circle around the arena, looking crazily.
You can't even see his iris anymore. It's just straight pupil at this point.
Yeah, exactly. It seems a little more on edge, not having given, not getting the goal of killing. You know what I mean? Like
Yeah.
you're edging him.
Shit. Jesus. We're hedging the tiger.
So a little good, little bad.
Look, as long as I didn't roll a 1 and, like, make
Put it on
one of
yourself.
us make a little, yeah. Like, you're the little animal. Like, fuck.
Yeah.
Alright.
You get down like a bunny and hop away from it, turning your back to it.
Please don't bite me, Mr. Tiger.
Yeah, you guys are kind of playing with it. Nothing concrete just yet. Some fun, some putting them a little more in the hunt mode. What about you, Ash? Any ideas?
I'm thinking, but I can't come up
Who
with
has the
anything.
highest animal handling?
Mine's +3.
Mine's a +5. Oh, because it's wisdom. Fuck, I'm gonna be
Yeah.
the best one unless John's got.
Nope. I'm
Wow,
a +2.
we're
It's gonna be you.
We're fucked.
A +5. That's huge, man.
I'm not even
that's-
proficient.
That's fine.
No. John, give me bardic inspiration.
I can tell you right now, if I do that, it's going to mess up what my future plans are.
Okay. Is anyone else gonna do anything before I have to do something?
Well, it's Ash's turn.
Oh.
He wants to do it.
I just don't know what to do.
That's
I could try.
what I'm saying. If nobody's gonna do anything, I might as well just make a roll.
All right, I want to try animal handling one more time.
Sure.
21.
Oh god, that's great.
Pretty good. Yeah, it chases the imaginary animal for a little while, gets bored, starts slinking back to you guys as its only entertainment, really. You try to calm it, it looks to be like maybe looking at you guys now as a source of fun and not something to kill or fight. And you keep it at that level where before it was sort of hunting around and chasing, and you're like, hey, wait a second, let's talk this out,
We're fun.
Okay, yeah. It's in a good spot right now. Souffle, what about you? Kind of
Well-
going ebbing and flowing, going up and down.
Oh no, Josh actually stated my plan earlier. I'm going. How far away is it from us? Or how-
It keeps about a 50-foot diameter and is slinking around you guys.
all right, so how far? Like how wide is the arena?
Oh, it's huge. I'd have to put a number to it. Maybe 1,000 feet or something like that. 800 feet.
All right, where are we currently positioned?
In the center.
Oh, in the center. Fuck. All right.
You guys had to walk out and be introduced.
That kind of messes the plans up, but I'll still do it anyway. I actually will cast Dancing Lights, and I'll converge the 4 into one large one and make it skim across the bottom on the ground.
I like it. You made a laser pointer for the cat?
Mm-hmm.
Wow.
Since we're so far in, it kind of messed up actually what I wanted to do.
Send it into the crowd.
Mm-hmm. Incite the
It's-
crowd so that
yeah,
it would
yeah.
want to ramp it and attack them.
If you want to commit to it, you certainly can.
I do.
The laser
Oh.
light is very effective. As you see the cat doing the double paw smash into the sand as it quickly tries to grab the dancing lights that it can't quite touch.
As it's going to smash into it, I scoot it over like another 10 feet.
Yeah, exactly. You see its tail flicking wildly as it plays with its new toy happily. We're edging on friendship here. Maybe a few more good actions. Anything to add, Silas?
Shit. I don't have any food. I mean, I guess I'm gonna have to do an animal handling just to to continue to show him that we're friends.
It's kind of chasing a laser pointer.
Oh, I guess so.
What would you add to that? Kind of in
Mm,
context.
I don't have any more rations. Does anybody else have rations for like food?
Yeah, I have some rations.
I got a block of incense and a candle.
I have
I'll kind of
plenty of rations. I'll give you some more.
I'll get some of the meat from his rations, and I'll kind of wait to whenever he's like just about. Because how long does dancing lights go for? Would I know?
It
Can
lasts
ask quickly.
I would say you've been around him enough to see how long his
They-
spells cast for and stuff
Pitch,
like
how
that.
long do you have on that?
I don't have it.
Or not pitch, souffle.
We keep switching.
I kind
Yeah.
of,
I would look, but I don't have it.
in between shifting it over, I kind of cock my head to the side and tell, raise my voice a little bit and tell him, you got about a minute before I have to do this again.
All right. So I will get a good bit of rations. I don't know how I want to do this because like I don't want to throw it like him catching it, and because then it's not gonna translate that to us.
I would throw it where the dot is. I don't know.
Okay.
He'll be more satisfied with his play.
Just get its attention before you throw it the food.
Yeah. So as the minute starts to kind of end, I'm gonna wait till he pounces on it the last time, and I kind of see it poof. As he does, he kind of like looks for it, and then he kind of like looks back at us, and then I'll have this like nice clump of meat in my hands, and just kind of kneel down, get small, and let him approach me for his prize.
That makes perfect sense to me. I think without anything too crazy, and you guys are being very careful and very following the rules and all that. After its romp through the sand, chasing the light, and you give it a treat, I think we can officially say the cat doesn't want to kill you.
Garrett's like, boo, banish him. Fucking do it, you pussy. Fucking do it.
A smart and slow and steady way is effective, and the cat is well happy with being your begrudging sort of friend. The crowd, on the other hand, boo, boring, boo, fight, kill it. The cat, the incubus announcer, gives a sarcastic, well, the test of skill is completed, I suppose. Passing grade counts just as much as violence and bloodshed. It's not like we're trying to make some money here or anything. In a flash, the giant elephant-sized cat turns into about the size of a house cat, keeping
Oh
its
my
same
God.
visage. The cat seems not surprised by this. With the same confidence and it sort of feels like it owns the world, it starts to walk back to the arena gate.
Oh,
I'm
Did it
just
do
gonna sit
anything?
there amazed that we're alive.
Yeah.
any reaction from the cat?
What are you doing?
I'm clicking my tongue at it as it walks away.
Oh.
See if it comes to me.
It looks at you, and he's got the same swirling red eyes of fire. And he's like, huh?
You give him the.
Yeah.
Yeah. Just like I do with my cats. Like Cora, I just have to like move my finger across my thumb, and she comes running. Like, what do you got?
Yeah,
Aw.
it's definitely like play, food, Goodberry.
I'll just kind of slowly ease my hand and see if I could scratch his back and kind of motion him on his way.
It gives you a wild look, like you insolent fool. But upon scratching it, its flesh is strange, kind of like a hairless cat. It doesn't have any fur, but hard and almost stony, but malleable like flesh. It's very strange and warm warm to
It's
the
like
touch.
petting an angry meatloaf.
That is
An
apt.
overbaked
Yes.
meatloaf.
But after a second try, the cat seems to enjoy petting.
He's like, I think I'll give this a go.
Like, this isn't so bad. Perhaps I won't kill you. Except it's the size
Yeah.
of a house cat now.
Whew, we made it.
Yep.
The
So does
cheers
that count as
continue.
us winning the bet against us?
That is part one. The
Oh
cheers
my.
continue as a trail of imps carry a large table out, and they set it down in the sand. And a devil walks forward, and the crowd goes crazy when he walks out. He's very handsome, cool-looking devil, and he walks with a swagger, and he has a long coat flowing behind him. And he, from his hand, materializes a chair made of gold, and he sits at the table.
Get the hell out of here, Raphael.
Sits back, looking a bit kingly in his golden chair, and he smiles, and he pulls out from his shirt pocket of his suit a pack of cards.
It's definitely Raphael.
Says now begins the test of wits. The
I'm
crowd's
out.
like, "Woo!" And we'll get to that next time on D&D.
My God.
Yeah. I'm surprised I stayed up this late.
Yeah,
I'm
we would have
invading
started a
fast.
little.
Yeah, I noticed it was about 9:10, and I was like, oh.
Yeah, I was like, oh, yeah, I wanted a little more with the cat, but you guys made friends with it. You guys made friends with it.
Yeah, it's all good.
Nobody did anything crazy like trying to hit it or anything.
Yeah.
It was uneventful.
All right. I'm hopping off.
All right.
You know what I would have done? Fairy fire on one of the flying imps, and then it's got a fun name.
Oh, that would have been good.